Hi, today I wanted to talk a little bit about sex and CBD or cannabis use during sexuality, during intimacy.
Sex talk.
I do often work with women who have painful intercourse. And what that basically means is during intercourse, they experience some form of pain. Now, a lot of times that pain is real. In other words, it can be because of a medical issue. It can be because of there's lesions down on the vulva. Women can actually have adhesions on their vulva. So for a variety of reasons, there can be actual painful intercourse. And those are typically medical reasons. Now, a lot of times also, there is painful intercourse that doesn't have a medical solution. And that's kind of what I want to focus on today. Sometimes, because of a variety of reasons, we develop psychological blocks which create feeling of pain when it comes to intercourse. So when it comes to letting someone into your body, you're creating this sort of a block, and it feels like, oh, there's some actual pain going on. But really there isn't an actual pain. The pain is, let me rephrase that, the pain is real. However, it is something that your psychological brain has created. So we're tensing up, we're getting really tight, and this is sort of expressed as pain. In my field of psychotherapy, we do call these sort of maladies, we consider them psycho-somatic. In other words, something that's happening in our mind is being expressed in our body. And I often talk about this in a lot of my other videos, like our bodies will certainly tell us what's going on. Sometimes our mind is way ahead of our body, or behind, however you want to see it. In other words, we're in a situation and we want to be sexual. We're in a situation and we really like this person and we are dying to be intimate with them. We're in a situation where, like, oh my gosh, yes, we want to have sex, but all of a sudden there's this pain and our body says no. What I want to talk to you a little bit about today is how CBD oil, when it's used in lube, or THC when used in lube, can actually alleviate some of that pain. So I have a couple of products with me today. The first one I want to show you is Foria. So Foria was present at the event I went to last week, and I got this free gift. It's called Awaken. And the great thing about Awaken is it's a CBD oil. This can be used during intercourse. It can be used topically anywhere. And it's made with, I'm going to read you the ingredients: coconut oil, original MCT coconut oil, whole plant extracts, broad spectrum hemp. So I was told that you should be looking for broad spectrum hemp if you're going to be using a topical. Kava root, organic cinnamon, organic ginger, organic vanilla, organic essential oils like cardamom and peppermint, and cacao absolute. Suggested servings 4 sprays. Now, I was super excited to use this. Unfortunately, I have an allergy to cinnamon, so I resisted. I didn't actually try it because I got a little scared. Even when I chew cinnamon gum, I get lesions on my tongue. So I didn't try this, but I was super excited to, even though I don't personally experience painful intercourse. But because I get so involved with my clients' lives when they have experiences such as painful intercourse, I was really, really excited to try it. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to try it, but I highly recommend them. They have really high quality products. And they have not only CBD oil lubes, but they have THC. And I'm going to talk about the difference about that in just a second. So what I ended up doing is I ended up going to a dispensary. Now, in California and in Oregon, in the 2 places that I live, dispensaries are legal and you can walk in and you can buy marijuana. And so where you live, that might not be the case. So what I ended up buying was, this is called Dew, and it is a cannabis lubricant for sexual pleasure. And so when I was at the store, I asked, does this contain CBD or does this contain THC? THC is the active ingredient when you smoke marijuana and you get high. CBD is the extract, so it's not actually as potent. It's not going to make you as high. Well, this is a combination one. Initially, they tried to sell me one that was like full on THC, but I haven't smoked marijuana since the 90s. So, and I stopped smoking weed recreationally because it made me paranoid. So when marijuana became legal in the last few years in the state of California, I was like, cool, I'm all about, no more prohibition on marijuana, but I wasn't like actively seeking it out because my experience was not anything that I wanted to write home about. So anyway, I bought this lube. It comes in a spray form, almond oil base. It's got 1.4% THC and 1.5% CBD. I've worked with women who have told me that using CBD oil lubes or a little bit of THC lube can help their painful intercourse extremely. And that's why I wanted to do this talk today, the sex and CBD THC talk, because I think it's a very important thing. If you are having painful intercourse, there's hope. And everybody wants a quick fix, and part of my job as a therapist is to be like, well, we have to work through some of the trauma, some of the blocks, some of the actual issues that you're dealing with in order to overcome this painful intercourse. Well, you can use this in conjunction with therapy, and that's why I love it so much. And that's why I'm here promoting it today and talking about it today, because I think that we can actually start looking at CBD and THC and marijuana and cannabis as ways to help us. The other thing is, I've had people tell me that when they smoke a little bit of cannabis right before sex, it completely helps them. It helps them regulate their anxiety. It helps them relax. And as a society, we have a lot of anxiety around sex. We live in a highly anxious sexual society. I see this every day in my work. And now I'm not suggesting you go out and, use marijuana unless you have an issue where some sort of anxiety is coming up. We've got a lot of pills on the market, Cialis, Viagra, all sorts of sexual enhancement pills. But I think that the way that CBD and THC is going, it's coming to show us that it might be a more sort of organic, because it's an herb, because it's something that grows in the earth, organic and green way of sort of supplementing and healing our sexual and other anxieties as well. Always use with caution, use with care. I don't recommend using these. I mean, there's like, seriously, it says on here, like, do not eat. This is for adults 21 and older only. I did buy this in Oregon. The laws might be different somewhere else. It's got cannabis, organic almond oil, organic coconut oil, and natural flavors. The other thing too is check with your doctor first. Where you live, there might not be doctors that are comfortable with it. The other thing I really have to stress, and because I'm a same-sex and safe sex proponent, these are oil-based, so do not use these with condoms or dental dams or anything made out of latex, because the latex could break. This is something to use with somebody that you might be fluid bonded with, where you're not worried about spreading STIs, someone you're not worried about getting pregnant with. Side note, if you're doing the casual sex route, you can always exchange STI, sexually transmitted infection results that you got from your doctor. A lot of people go and get tested together. It's kind of a fun way to be like, hey, let's have casual sex, but let's be safe. I'm all about that. Mutual masturbation is another thing, and I'll do a completely separate episode on that. I've already done. But I wanted to just show you a couple other lubes. Body Glide. This is one of my favorite ones. It's by a company called Pure, P-J-U-R. I believe they're German. And this one this is a water-based lube. So you can use water-based lubes with condoms. This is also a water-based lube. It's called Bad Dragon. I got this in a gift bag. I really like it. It's a water-based lube. You can use with condoms. You can use with latex. This one is an oil-based lube. Again, I don't recommend oil-based lubes to be used with condoms or latex. So just kind of read the ingredients. Again, with CBD and THC lubes, most of them that I've come across are oil-based, so they're not going to be compatible with condoms. So just, adhere to caution when doing that. But, this is more about painful sex during intercourse. A lot of it's for women. I will say that men can 100% absolutely benefit from CBD oil and THC oil-based lubes. As always, be safe, have fun, embrace your pleasure. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.